next week's card is pay-per-view
Talk about
quality card.
fantastic. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh. I mean, I think I have my favorite that I mean, I don't know, man, but first off, Anthony Ogogo in-ring debut. Obviously we anticipate, a possible enhancement talent with this, but it's always exciting to see a fresh young face kind of get an opportunity of a lifetime to debut on TV. Someone that obviously is not uncomfortable in the spotlight. So we're going to see the first, protege of the factory now. So it'll be interesting for that.
Dude, oh man, this card is every single match. I'm like, man, this could be the one that.
So how about I talk about the next one, and I'll let you have 3.
No, it's all right. We'll go in our normal order. Even though
right.
I'm gonna get robbed of talking about Pac. I think the Darby Allin versus Matt Hardy, like you said, I'd like to see another like vignette, little segment, pre-recorded type of stuff
from both guys.
I would love to see from both guys. We've seen some cinematic matches in the past. This would be a one that I would say, hey, man, if they wanted to do something like that, non-traditional match, I'd be all for it. But I think that anytime you get these two type of talents involved in one match, the creativity is going to be dialed up to 11. They're going to make sure that the fans have something to talk about post-match, no doubt about it. I think this one's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, it'll definitely probably turn into a glorified lumberjack match.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Dark Order is going to be out there. The HFO will be out there. So, this is not a barred from ringside match, but boy, oh boy, we have 2 titles on the line, and essentially like everything this could be a full title match show. We have ex-champion Jericho, but I mean, the Young Bucks are putting their titles on the line against Pac and Rey Fenix after winning that Battle Royal. So, this could, like you said, it could go either way. I don't foresee the Young Bucks losing necessarily, or the Young Bucks could lose at a cost of a Moxley or something like that, or the Pac and Phoenix could lose at a cost of a best friend, something like that. A clean win by either team is tough, man, because these are 2 of the best teams in the absolute world. So this is going to be a banger. I mean, what is the main event?
That talent in that
what is going to be the main event?
Oh my God, the talent in that match, brother. I'm sorry, man. That's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
That's Pac and Phoenix on one side. There's going to be that one's going to be so many moments where it's going to be like,
yep.
That the pace is going to be through the roof. Those guys are going to be go pedal to metal. I can't wait for that match. Then you talk about like Dax versus Jericho. You get 2 guys who are vets who are I think they're going to wrestle a very smart, like intentional match. Dax has definitely been trending in the right direction, even though Jericho said that he's indistinguishable from Cash. I have a feeling that he's gonna be taught a lesson a little bit in this one. Dax is gonna make sure that Dax is gonna take that personally, and Dax is gonna come at Jericho hard in this one. We all know that Jericho can dish it and he can take it. So I got a feeling Jericho is gonna be dialed in. This match is gonna be hard hitting. I think it's gonna be a little personal. Dax is going to want to prove a point at Jericho's expense because Jericho made sure to do the same this week in his promo. I have a feeling that this one could be a real like slobber knocker, as JR would say. Those 2 are just going to beat the piss out of each other. I think that one's going to be a lot of fun, bro.
I completely agree. Like I was grinning when I saw they announced this because I think, like I said last week, Dax is the workhorse of the Pinnacle, and Chris Jericho obviously being the leader, the Le Champion himself, and constantly, beat a dead horse talking about this. He's the one that's out there, on the front lines, proving it over and over and over again. How many matches Jericho has? Probably more matches on Dynamite. Granted, he's Jericho than combined, and so. You can't have your leader lose to Dax right here, but Dax is by all means capable of beating Jericho. But I think, Jericho has to come out on top as the leader. He can't take a loss right away like this.
Agreed.
So for him to prove, lead by example and all this stuff, it's going to be a very awesome battle for sure, which this could, the tag match for this could main event the card to me. You could end in some crazy ass, total brawl if this was the main event, or you could have some kind of awesome title changes the tag match. So
I'm pulling for a
whatever
title
main
change in
event,
that tag
whatever's
match,
main
bro.
event, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. Whatever's the main event.
Yeah,
And then
well,
we got
that's bread and butter of AEW, man. Every week their main event has some sort of cliffhanger, some sort of absolutely must-watch moment about it. And this week
yeah,
we got to see that happen with the Bucks turning on Moxley. Next week, like you said, there can be multiple. Dude, even Jade versus Red Velvet. I don't think that'll be the main event, but bro, especially
no,
given how packed this card is. But that one's been one that has been building for weeks upon weeks upon weeks.
mm-hmm.
We know that match is going to be fire. Velvet cut an awesome promo tonight. We didn't get a chance to talk about that in particular in
Right.
this week's recap, but Velvet cut an absolute fire promo tonight. Her versus Jade, we know, is going to be a lot of fun. Getting to see Jade in the ring again, and honestly, Jade talks a lot of trash, man. She's going to be put up against somebody who, again, Thunder Rosa has told us a long time ago, guys, keep your eyes open for Red Velvet. This woman can do it. She can hang. She's got the fire in her belly to be great. I have a feeling that Red's going to go give it everything she's got and is going to push Jade. But we've talked about it. Jade's got a star. That one's going to be a great match, but Jade has that feeling of an undefeated streak going. I have a feeling that could be something they could build towards. Next week's show is going to be a must-watch, episode 30 of Dynamite Download at SPD.
It's a milestone.
So it's a milestone for us. I feel like it's a milestone show for AEW. It's the first night where they're independent of the AEW versus NXT Wednesday Night Wars.
Great point.